Time goes back in time. Keep your eyes on Germany, ideal Germany as a country. Although it provoked two world wars, they all failed. But I have to say, the German ambition is truly unprecedented. On the eve of the First World War, Kaiser Wilhelm II, at a rally marking the 25th anniversary of the founding of the German Empire, extremely arrogant claim, the German Empire is to become a world empire. Germany needs a place in the sun, the origins of the outbreak of World War I. It is precisely because Germany is pursuing the ideal of a world empire, and then World War II broke out. The protagonist was replaced by Hitler, and his ideals were also different from those of Wilhelm II at the Nazi Party Congress in Nuremberg in 1934. The head of state said so over the next 1,000 years. There will be no other revolution in Germany repeatedly build a so-called 1,000-year empire, spanning 10 centuries. One is the world empire. One was the Millennium Empire. To know the difference between these two dreams, what does it mean? So let's start with empire. Before the outbreak of World War I, the real enemy of Germany is the British Empire. The gap in strength between the two countries is not large. Why was Britain able to colonize the world? Germany, on the other hand, can only be simple. This made Wilhelm II very angry. Therefore, the Kaiser began to seek territory under the sun in the struggle for colonies to redivide the world. At first, he actively pursued the famous world policy. The main goal of world policy is East Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Let Berlin become the world Berlin. Let Germany's trade become world trade. So a world empire would be something like the British Empire. Build a global colonial empire. As Germany became increasingly powerful, Britain and France can't sit still in advance. As of 1914, the German Empire is approaching monopoly the world chemical market. The naval power is second only to that of the United Kingdom. The size of the German army remaining in Europe, and the strength is also greatly behind France, small Germany. In 1913, the total economy has accounted for 14.8% of the world's total, and it's growing at an exaggerated rate every year. Germany's dream of a world empire is coming true. In Britain, France and Germany are not happy with each other. Gunpowder early World War, with the success of Germany in the early days of World War I, can meet Germany as highly likely to win the First World War. But helplessly, when Britain and France were about to lose their patience, the United States suddenly joined the war allies. The army was quickly resurrected with blood. Breaking through Europe's new frontier battlefield, the dream of finally winning the Emperor's world empire came to nothing. It's the eve of World War II. On the afternoon of November 5, 1937, Hitler was there. The Imperial Chancellery held a meeting at the highest-level military conference. This is the first time he has announced the truth of waging war. Real strategic vision. Roughly divided into 3 steps. How is this plan implemented? Simply put, in one sentence, fight for living space. Achieve total victory, then the first step is to unite the Germans. Once put Jack Slovak, the territory of Germans living in Austria, etc., all annexation. Become a jurisdiction of Germany, bringing the Germans together. Part 2, establishment of the German Empire. Destroy and capture the French East County. Conquer all of Eastern Europe, incorporating the European continent into the territory of Germany. The third step is to go global. This move by the labor insurance workers against Germany made a more authoritative prediction. Once the entire European continent is stabilized, start reorganizing the Navy heading across the Atlantic to America. Ultimately, eliminate all potential threats. Build a long-lasting 1,000-year empire. There's some clarity in the pace. Bio-Germania plan. Once we achieve total victory, begin the reconstruction of Berlin. The whole of Berlin is to be rebuilt according to Hitler's vision. The Führer has discussed this with Speer, a question. First, behind the Reichstag, build a dome that can hold 150,000 people. Top building to the Chancellery of the Third Reich. All buildings in the original handmade Berlin, according to strict visual aesthetics. Build and arrange, on top of that, brutal ethnic cleansing. But the United States entered the war at a critical moment. Once again ended Germany's dream of a 1,000-year empire. See here, it is obvious that this millennial empire is unlike any other world empire. He's not trying to colonize the world. It's about taking over the world. On this earth, many hegemonic states have been born once. The Mongol Empire was an independent world through brutal means. Later in Britain, it was by force. Commodity colonization world, and now the United States is through military, cultural, and economic hegemony to check and balance the world. One conclusion is obvious. The means by which the hegemonic power dominates the world. It's getting milder. The height of human civilization is gradually improving. But suddenly, such a Third Reich emerged to clean the world. This is even more vicious than the Mongol Empire. Obviously against history. 2 world wars, 2 failures.